Hi guys, it's Sarah Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about a whole lot of life and a whole lot of Jesus. I've got an announcement for ya. I don't know what kind of accent that was. It was like half British slash half Australian with like a touch of the luck of the Irish. That was terrible. That was really bad. Okay, I will never do that again. That's a lie. I will probably do it again. I have an amazing, incredible announcement for you. You want to hear it? You curious?
Girl, I'm just calling around to let people know my birthday tomorrow. How y'all doing today? I'm good today, but my birthday tomorrow. Guess what, Lala?
I know, your birthday's tomorrow.
No, my birthday tomorrow.
So you heard the big announcement. It's my birthday tomorrow. If you want to give your girl a gift, there's a free way you can bless me for my birthday. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and comment because that helps the algorithm too. That's it. Doesn't cost you a thing. That's all I want for my birthday. Today we're going to be discussing mindset shifts in singleness. Let's jump into today's topic. So it's no surprise that the topic of dating, relationships, and marriage is a common one amongst us who are in our season of waiting. I prefer to call it the season of refinement. If you look up the word waiting in the dictionary, it's a noun, but I think that it's a verb. What matters is what you do during the wait. Now, I know how super annoying it can be to hear someone who's married say that singleness is a gift, but I'm single and I'm saying singleness is a gift. It's not a curse. It's not a disease that someone can catch, and it's not a foresight for the rest of our lives. The reason why I say that singleness is a gift is because we have a period of time where we get to selfishly invest in ourselves, in becoming the ideal version of ourselves, so that when we go into a marriage or when we go into a relationship, we're showing up better, we're behaving better, and we're accepting better. There are some mindset shifts that we could benefit from. For example, this applies to both men and women, but I'm gonna use Esther as an example. Esther and the other women underwent a 12-month refining period, their year of beautification, where they were purified with essential oils and spices to make them beautiful and pure and desirable. During this season of singleness, we could also be going through this time of purification and beautification. What are we doing with this time? 12 months is going to pass whether we're in a relationship or not. So if we're not, why don't we use this time wisely to make sure that we are also adorning ourselves with things that are going to purify us and make us just that more desirable, men and women. I'm sure that time felt like a long time for them, but they knew what the goal was. But these women were going through this just for the opportunity to be chosen by the king. There was no guarantee. The second shift, ask yourself, are you the one you're looking for is looking for? Think about the person that you want to be with. What kind of person would they want to be with? Would you fit the bill? Physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, would you guys be compatible? Or would they get the short end of the stick? I'm sure we want a great person for ourselves. So are we equally as great? I'm sure we want somebody who has a certain list of qualities or achievements. Do we fit that description? Are we comparable? Now, of course, there's differences. If you're a great engineer, I don't have to be a great engineer too in order to be compatible with you. But am I a great nurse practitioner? Am I a great nurse? Am I a great doctor? But we're not even talking about jobs. What about you want a confident person? Well, are you a confident person? Because that confident person probably wants a confident person as well. Are you a secure person? Are you an emotionally available person? Because that person who's emotionally available probably only wants another emotionally available person. You want a person who works out, but do you work out? You want a person who eats healthy, but Do you eat healthy? That person is going to look for somebody who fits what they are. So you have to think about what it is that person my ideal person, what my ideal person would want. So ask yourself, are you realistically a suitable match for who it is that you want to be with? Next, are there any lessons that you've been avoiding? Any lessons that you haven't learned? Any situations that God has put you through where you could have come out refined with a totally new perspective and changes to be made? Did you make those changes? Did you learn the lesson? Or have you been repeating the test? Next, what about contentment? Are we content in our single state? No? Well then, what would make us think that we're gonna be content once we're in a relationship? If we're not content in our singleness, we're not gonna be content in a marriage or a relationship. If we're waiting for our spouse to make us happy, that's a lot of pressure to put on one person. Happiness doesn't come from an earthly person. Your happiness has gotta come from God in marriage and out of marriage. Also, a little side note, contentment looks good on you. So what are some practical applications in singleness? For one, self-care. Self-care could be anything that encompasses caring for yourself. Spending quiet time. It could be waking up in the morning, getting some lemon water, not neglecting the gym, eating healthy, investing in your platonic friendships, going outside, doing things you like to do, showing up for yourself. Take time to read the word. When you are single, your time is not divided. You have all of the time to spend with the Lord and to get to know Him and for Him to reveal who you are. When we have an unlimited amount of time to engage and commune with a person who literally has the power to make anything happen and give us anything or everything that we've ever desired, why would we not take that time to really allow that person to pour into us? When we're married, our time will be divided. We will have to limit, in a sense, we'll have to limit the time that we spend with the Lord. But right now, our time is undivided. It's also a time that you can commit scripture to memory and quote it back to God. It's powerful when you pray scripture. I will sit there and challenge the Lord and be like, Lord, you said in your word, you said in such and such and such and such that this, that, and the third. What was that? Philippians 84:11? Don't quote me on that. I'll put it on the screen. But he said, no good thing will I withhold from those who walk uprightly. I'd say that right back to the Lord. Lord, you said in your word, no good thing. When you established everything, when you created everything, you said it was good. And marriage was the second institution established at creation. About following a consistent routine. What does your day look like? Do you wake up early? Do you get things done? Do you procrastinate? I know that is a struggle of mine. I am a major procrastinator, and I know I need to surrender that to the Lord because I be procrastinating. But I do wake up early. I'm not saying you have to wake up early in order to qualify as wifey or husband material. But are you disciplined? During this time, date yourself. Take yourself out on dates and get to know what it is that you like. Really examine, how do you want to be treated? How do you think you should be treated? Express love to yourself. Give yourself compliments. Give yourself a good morning pep talk and tell yourself how beautiful you think you are, or how handsome you think you are, or how strong or how muscular or how fine you think you are, or how fine you know you are, or how amazing you know you are, or how wonderful and talented, and all the words. Say it to yourself, but also believe it. Make a schedule with yourself. On Tuesday nights, we're gonna go out to a restaurant. We're gonna get dressed up and we're just gonna go and sit there and have a meal by ourselves and enjoy our own company. And we're going to learn to look forward to those nights. Go take yourself to see a movie. There's no virtue in wallowing until what we want or what we think we want comes. We still have to live. We still have to enjoy life. Get to know yourself. Learn skills to apply in marriage. For example, communication. Are you a good, effective communicator? And though you may think you're fine, you need therapy. We all need therapy. Invest in it. Get therapy. Just as we check on our bodies, we need to check on our minds. And if you really are just fine, it's okay. You can still get therapy and make sure that you're maintaining a healthy thought process. I am not ashamed to say that I have Jesus and a therapist. What about organizational skills? Do you have any? Do you maintain a neat living environment? Can you cook, clean, maintain a home, pay your own bills? Check your social and public presence. How do you go out and show yourself to the world? What do you want them to see? What is your appearance? What about your private presence? Do you have integrity? God sees what you do, what you watch, what you participate in when no one's watching. Are you wifely or husbandly in private? There's not a lot of privacy in marriage. How would you feel if God gave your future spouse a secret camera into your life when no one is around? Would he or she still want to marry you? That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me today talking about mindset shifts and singleness. Don't forget to join me next week for part 2. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I will see you guys very soon. As always, Sarah Elizabeth. Bye.